Hello again, everybody, from Rue's Mountain Homestead. Today I'm making chili, and I'm going to can it. And this little thing is the berries. My daughter bought it for me. I think she got it from Pampered Chef, I'm not sure. I just know she brought it to me. And it breaks up the hamburger. Awesome. Now I've got my jars in my oven heating up. I need them warm for when I put my hot liquid in the jars. Now I've got all this browned and drained, so I'm going to add my other ingredients. And all I'm adding is tomato sauce, I've already put a tablespoon and a half of chili powder, a tablespoon of garlic, and a couple of teaspoons of salt. And I'll taste it in a little bit and see if it needs anything else. And I'm adding light red kidney beans. I'm not sure how many cans. So I'm going to start with 4. And these are the dark red. So I got 2 light red and 2 dark red cans of kidney beans. And it's looking rather good. But I think I'm going to add 1 more can of tomato sauce. This one. That's good. And then I'm going to turn this on medium heat, and I'm going to let it heat up real good. And then we'll see what else I have to add to it. Okay, it's heated up just a little bit, and I'm going to add a can of water. And it might need 1 more can of water, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to add 1 more can of water. And that's about perfect. So I'm just going to let it continue to heat till it gets hot enough and I can put it in my jars. And this is what my chili looks like. Thought I'd show you a little bit. While my chili's heating up, I've got my canner ready, and I've got about 3 inches up in the canner, and I've got it hot and ready for the jars to go in. And I've got my jars out of the oven. I have my lids over here in hot water, not really hot, but hot enough. I've got my rings and my funnel, and we'll get to putting some chili in these jars. Now, the way I put chili in jars is with a cup. Now, I also make sure that I get enough of the beans and the hamburger in there too. Give it about a ½ inch headspace. Until I get down to the bottom, I'm gonna have to use that little straightener tool. The jars are hot. Then do 4 of them. I have a rag that's already got vinegar on it. And I'm going to wipe the rim real good because the hamburger has grease in it. Excuse me. I'm going to grab a lid and a ring and tighten it. And then I'm going to take it over here and I'm going to put it in my canner. And I'll bring you along and show you what I'm talking about. Now I've got my canner on low. And as soon as I get all my jars in, I will turn it up on high. Now, if you're not used to the heat, I do have one of those little metal things that you can grab the lids with, but I don't know where it's at. And if you're not used to the heat, you can pick your jar up with a rag and then use something else to hold the top to screw the lids on. So long that I'm pretty well accustomed to the heat of the jars. I mean, you can burn yourself, but I usually don't. And once I get down lower into the pan over here, or the pot, I can pick up some of the beans and stuff and not have to worry about it. Like I'm going to have some left over for supper. That will be great. All right, I'm going to get these lids on and I'll be back. All right, so I got my lids on. Got my lids on. Got my lids on. And I'm going to put them in my canner. So I will bring bring you along with me. My canner holds 9 jars, and now I'm gonna turn the heat up, and I'm going to put my lid on my canner, and I'm gonna line up this to that, and I'm gonna wait until it starts steaming out of here. This little area, I'll show you here in a second. I'm gonna let it steam for 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna put this on. Okay, the steam has started to come out of it. I don't know if you can see it or not. There it goes. And this will pop up, and when it's done and it's popped up, then I can put the regulator on this. Alright, this little thing has popped up. I've got the regulator on. I'm going to let it reach 12 pounds of pressure, and I'm going to keep it there for 25 minutes. It's been 35 minutes. Gotta turn that off. And let it sit. Alright, I turned the heat off, and I let the pressure here go down to 0. This right here is down. So I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to take the lid off. Now, when you take a pressure canner lid off, you always lift it up away from you. Always, because there's steam in there. And that way it doesn't come back in your face. I'm gonna lift these out, and I'm gonna put them over there on my towel to cool. Now I will let these cool, and hopefully they will seal. And tomorrow, after 24 hours, I'll take the rings off, clean them up real good, and put them in the pantry. And yes, I know, before anybody says anything, I have a flat top stove. And people say you aren't supposed to can on flat top stoves. Mine says I can, and I've not had a problem with it ever. So I do. You need to check your manual to see if yours can be used with a pressure canner. Mine can be used with a pressure canner. Okay, I'm all done. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. I'll take the rings off. But remember to always, always clean your pressure canner. Clean the rubber that is in the lid, clean the lid, and clean the pot. And then put it away for next time. So, have a good day. Thanks for watching, and God bless.